Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Tuesday, the 3rd of March. This is your daily recap. I'm a little under the weather today, so voice is a little bit shot, so please excuse me. Let's talk about today and what happened. We closed up near the highs yesterday, right at the area of the 50-day on the SPY. And yesterday it felt good. You look at the daily chart, felt like things were good there. We're ready to push back up. The market had completely engulfed the previous day's action. They bought the dip. And then we got this big gap down today, and you can see this just steady move down overnight. We opened up and then we drove lower and put in a low at 169.66. What happened overnight was South Korea market, there was panic selling, especially some of the memories and semis, and that should get contagion to the rest of the world. And we saw China down and Japan down and Europe down and everything, and we had that contagion. But they came in, they bought the dip here again in the SPY, and they bought the dip off this candle here. So we went briefly below it, we undercut it and came back up, and we, pushed all the way back up into the 100-day on the SPY before we came off here a little bit. So there continues to be buyers here in this market. This is really at this point not about what's going on over in Iran. For what it's worth, it's remains isolated while Iran is lashing out and they're hitting lots of civilian targets in many countries, and other countries are talking about going after Iran at this point. For now, it remains that's about all they're able to do. If they have any other big cards, they would think they would play them by now. So the straits are effectively closed, but the United States says it's going to try to guarantee insurance for ships going through there. We'll see how that all plays out. I don't see us putting our warships into the strait. It's too narrow, too narrow, and they can't maneuver. All right, so bottom line, back up. The real question is, do we get more downside overnight in the world markets? If we do, we probably gap back down. If not, my guess is the market wants to go up, try to at least retest this 50-day and see what we do. You can see, lately this 50-day area has been kind of painful, and then we get up and we can test this 690 area. So, we'll see how we want to trade. We'll see what we want to do. Bottom line is, they could have dumped us again today and they bought us back. If you're looking around the world and what else is going on, the VIX here, that is a big down move after hitting 25, came down. That was a nice big explosive move. Not in the Bollinger Bands with 15 minutes to go. They dump bonds. They're not hiding there. The dollar remains very strong. The NASDAQ, the Qs, that came down. They dumped gold. They did the same thing. Gold came down. Silver came down. Bitcoin is trying to break above this 70 level and holding up there. What led today, we had a big reversal of the banks, nice big candle there. The banks actually went green for a while, whether it was JP Morgan or Goldman Stanley, Wells Fargo, right? You get the idea. They had a nice day. We saw a Target, despite a very mixed bag report. They bought that and they pushed it to a 52-week high. What else we had today? We had strength in software names, the IGV, nice big candle there. Microsoft looked weak here. They brought it up almost to the 21-day. They bought back Amazon here. Adobe, they bought back as well. Palantir was down big this morning. Then they filled that gap and they basically brought it back. You get the idea. All of these holding in rather well today. Meta having a decent day back up to yesterday's high in that 660 area where the 100-day is and it needs to break. Google was very weak pre-market, broke to a new range low. It is right on the 100-day. It's a big spot for Google. The semis, they're weaker. Why? Because we saw names like Micron and SanDisk get hit. This was based off of the selling coming out of South Korea. NVIDIA bounced back, was down quite a bit, came back, but not all that, but didn't get back to yesterday's highs. AMD, not much going on there. It really is just kind of quiet here in the semis. What else, guys? Help me out. What am I forgetting here today? My mind's a little bit scattered here. Bottom line is they could have dumped this market. They brought it back. Coin back up. It continues to look good if the crypto goes to break out. Hood also looking very good there, like it wants to break back into that gap. So we'll see. I'm not taking any risk home here overnight. I think the risk here is just it's too undefined to take any risk here on what's going to happen with the market here overnight. So with that said, I hope this helps some of you. We'll see. If the world's markets are up tomorrow, we probably gap up and go with it. If the world markets are down, we probably gap down and maybe try to reverse again. So we'll see where we're at. I'll catch you guys in the morning. I hope everybody's okay. If you need to talk, if you need help, members, you guys always reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Let's have a conversation.